Okay, morning, everyone. Beautiful day. Like to put it in a jar and let it out in January when we really need some sunshine and warm weather. Turn off your phones if you haven't already. If you have any papers, give them to Mr. Curran. We're going to be led in the invocation by John Hinkleman, the pledge following by Bob Harrison. If you wish to join, please rise.
You all bow your heads with me. Father God, we come to you today with humble hearts, and contrite hearts, and hands and minds. Father, thank you for the privilege that we have to come to you in prayer. Thank you for the blessings that you have poured down upon us. Thank you for the presence of these young people that are with us today, for their thoughts and their minds, the future of our generation. We ask only today, Father, that you come into our thoughts, you breathe life into our mouths, and as we make decisions that are only good and uplifting to you and your kingdom, Father. That everything that we do for you. We ask all this in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Bob, do you have anyone in mind you'd like to have come in and help us with the pledge?
Mr. Chair, with your pleasure and that of the commissioners, I have solicited some help from a local school district. And so what I would ask if everyone would please sit down, and then we'll invite our guests to come in and help us with our pledge.
Okay. Who could it be?
So this is the third grade class from Stewart Elementary in the Lakeshore District. And they've been focused on Michigan and Michigan counties. And then they've got some things that they would be glad to help us with as we start out our meeting. So this is Mrs. Harrison.
Hello, they would like to start out with the preamble, if that's all right.
Absolutely. Well, please proceed. We're all interested in hearing what you have to say.
So we might lead us. Go ahead.
1787 October, founding fathers all sat down to write a list of principles that could help the world around. The USA just started out as a whole brand new country, and so our people spelled it out, the things that we should be.
And they wrote those principles down on a paper and called it the Constitution. And it's been helping us run a country ever since then. The first part of the Constitution is called the preamble, and it goes like this.
We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare at hand, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
And now we would like to chant the presidents.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Revere, and Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden.
Now, if we could all stand, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance, and the students will lead us.
Ready?
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you for the books.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Come back anytime.
Okay.
Wow.
Go Michigan. Go blue. Go blue. Go blue. Go blue.
Yeah, really. Let's see.
You know, if I could make a comment,
Yes,
that
sir.
is actually probably the best pledge that we've ever had, that anybody could have ever had, because if nothing else, it is showing that our youth is being taught history and civics. And I just think that that's an awesome, awesome thing.
Yeah. Bob, Mrs. Harrison, any connection?
There is.
I mean, it's, well, good for you. So, no, that was really,
Well, with tomorrow being Veterans Day, I thought it'd
Yeah.
be appropriate to do a little something different. And so I'm glad
yeah,
it worked out.
that's inspiring.
It is.
That was beautiful.
So,
It's for my constitution.
okay, how about we do a roll call? And, oh, there you are. Annette.
Bell,
Here.
Curran,
Here.
Freeling,
Present.
Harrison,
Here.
Hinkleman,
Here.
Majerick,
Here.
Martin,
Here.
Scott,
Present.
Ballrath,
Here.
Werfel. Here. Yarborough,
Present.
Elliott,
Here.
12 present.
Minutes from a week ago. Hadn't heard about any changes. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Scott. Support? Supported by, well, Martin moved his hand first, so he's the winning bid. All in favor signify by saying aye.
All right.
Opposed, same sign. Minutes are approved. Yesterday Sharon sent a quick note saying there were no communications. So we'll move to public comments about the resolutions. If anyone has any, this would be the time. Just resolutions at this point. And that would include the 3 added resolutions. Yes, sir. Mr. Peltzer.
Peltzer, Hager. No, I just got this, so I didn't get a chance to read it. I don't remember getting it on my email yesterday.
Okay,
Maybe I didn't, I'd like to read it at home, okay? Thank you.
thank you. Any other comments about the resolutions? There was a request to pull 396, the the FY '23 budget resolution. Anybody want to pull anything else? All right, then we'll go forward with the consent calendar without 396, but including 406, 413, and 414. Is there a motion to approve those?
I'll make that motion.
Moved by Curran. Is there support? That was a tough one.
I'll defer.
Photo finish, Majerick is the support. Is there discussion? Hearing none, Madam Acting Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Curran,
Yes.
Freeling. Yes. Harrison.
Yes.
Hinkleman.
Yes.
Majerick,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Ballrath. Yes. Werfel.
Yes.
Yarborough,
Yes.
Bell,
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to put my microphone on. Oh, okay.
Oh, are you trying to be funny?
No, I had forgotten mine actually, but I did see that red light on yours. So it's kind of a Christmassy color. Okay, so now those are done. 396, actually F2211, 396, is there a motion to approve that resolution, the 23 budget resolution?
I'll make that motion.
Moved by Harrison. Is there support? Supported by Bell. Discussion. Did you have something you wanted to say, Mr. Martin?
Well, I just wanted to have a roll call on this, and also I When looking at it for the past few days, I just don't feel that it, how can I say this, makes the needs of the county, especially in, explain to me a little bit about our employment, how it's going, but the needs for our employees and the needs for services for our county and the way we spend some money requisition wise. That's just my comments on it.
All right, very good. Thank you. Any other comments? Hearing none, will you please call the roll?
Freeling. Yes. Harrison,
Yes.
Tinkelman,
Yes.
Majerick,
Yes.
Martin,
No,
Scott,
Yes.
Walrath,
Yes.
Werfel. Yes. Yarborough,
Yes.
Bell,
Yes.
Curran,
yes,
Elliott.
Yes,
And one nay.
okay. Resolutions approved 11-1. Committee reports, Mr. Chair of Personnel and Human Services.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We met this morning. We had a number of resolutions that we considered, some that you acted on today regarding the Veterans Affairs Grant. Also, we had one that we had talked about prior from the Health Department regarding the return of money to the state and amendment to our agreements. They're going to come to you at a later date. We did authorize the Clean Sweep Pesticide Collection Grant, purchase of acres adjacent to Madeline Bertrand, and then the extension of the WMed contract. So we did, the committee acted on those. We also approved the monthly pension refunds and rollovers. And then heard Carrie Smetanka Haney came in, talked about complement changes in trial court, and we did act on those. And then we had, as I mentioned, the Health Department amendments to our comprehensive agreement. This is moving some money around, as well as emerging threats amendment. We did talk with staff from the Health Department regarding the vacancy positions. They've had 6 new hires in recent time. They anticipate some vacancies coming up down the road, but they're very upbeat about filling some of their vacancies. And then we had a couple other administrative things we considered. And then we've got a couple special meetings coming up. So.
Very good. Any questions for PHS? Next on the list, Madam Chair of Finance.
Thank you very much. Our administrator came in and talked with us. Our chairperson came in and talked with us. We had a bid opening for the 6-month fuel pricing, and we just passed that, a resolution number 2211413. It was in with our resolution that has been passed. We received, had put out requests for bids for cold patch for the road, sent it out to 4 companies, and no one responded. We will rebid that. Be over a period of time, but right now, $31,000 is the amount of the waiver bid, and we want to do it with a company that's local. They're all over the world, all over the United States now, Plant Moran, but we haven't agreed, would like to make an agreement with them and waive be our technical consulting services for the information systems. We agreed to pay the weekly bills and road payables, and we accepted the minutes. Are there any other things? That's not it.
Thank you. Questions for finance? Mr. Admin Chair.
thank you, Matt.
We met this morning and first in to see us was Carrie Smetanka Haney. And she talked to us first about the complement change for the trial court of a temporary deputy registrar, taking them from a part-time position to a full-time position. And PHS reported out on that, and it's their resolution. And we okayed it. Next, we had in Gregory Skipper, Juvenile Center Director. He talked to us quite a bit about staffing and the efforts that they are taking in recruiting staff out at the Juvenile Center. They have put together a recruiting committee. And as a result of that, he said they have 6 new employees that are coming out there. 2 that will start on Monday and 4 that will start on November the 28th. And they're continuing their recruiting efforts and to get hopefully the Juvenile Center staffed again. Right now they have 14 kids in detention. They have 2 17-year-olds that are in the detention. They're not doing any residential programs because of the staff, shortage of staff, the residential treatment programs. So he's got 4 or 5 on tether and another 3 to 5 who are housed out of state. He also told us that I think the question was asked of him, Whiteman DLR, and he said they just had a staff meeting with Whiteman DLR and that him and his staff are providing statistics to DLR in the process for building a new juvenile center. After Skipper was in to see us, we had Kevin Stack, and along with him was Marcy Hamilton from Southwest Michigan Planning Commission. And that is a resolution ending in 414. This resolution is to apply for a grant, $900,000 grant from the MDOT TAP program, and the TAP program is Transportation Alternative Program. 900,000. It has a 40% match, so it would be 540,000, and the 40% match would be 360,000. And this is to apply for it. They believe that that other 40% will be covered. We'll address that one when and if we get the money. Hopefully we'll get the money. Let's see, Brian was in to see us and explain a little bit about engineers, staff, non-staff. And then we got into resolutions. So we have a few resolutions for you. The first one is 413, but that's already been approved. That's the fuel bid. Has everybody seen that? Does everybody know? Okay, so they know the amounts, they know what transpired there. Resolution ending in 366. This is a change in the dog license procedure that Ashley initiated. So that resolution outlines that procedure for you. Resolution ending in 397. This is from the road department. Because of the completion of the 31 bypass, that, you know, there's certain roads that got eliminated that now at dead end. Well, this changes the certification for the county's local road system. And I think it's, I don't know, it's less than what, a half mile? 0.48 miles. That's how much we lost as a result of the 31 bypass. But those of us who drive the 31 bypass, I'll gladly give up a half a mile. That was worth it. Then we have resolutions ending in 403 and 404. These are with the Public Defender's Office. 403 is the contract with the juveniles from, or it's for 2023, the juvenile contracted attorneys. And then 404 is the lease on the building that the public defender occupies. And I believe it's a 1-year lease. Nope, I take that back. It's a 3-year lease. And I think I reported out to you before that we had half the building or a portion of the building. Then as the public defender office grew, we got the second half which were two separate leases. This consolidates it into one lease for the entire space. And unless I missed something, group, that's our report.
Okay, any admin questions? Yes, sir.
Jim, that transportation grant. They're applying for the grant, what does it do? Where's it covered? It's for funding what? Transportation alternative, what does that mean?
Walk.
You mean the linear?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If I didn't say that, it's for the linear park. This is for a 1.8 mile section of road along Red Arrow Highway.
I didn't hear that part.
I may not have said it, but yeah, that's what it's for.
Any other questions for admin? Sir?
I just want to let you know, I don't have a question.
All right then.
That's an expensive walk, isn't it? Like expensive trail.
Oh, yeah. We'll move to commissioner reports. John?
I don't have a report other than the Land Preservation Committee is supposed to meet today. I'll remind you that they're going to try to act on something that Katie Montoya needs to move fluidly through and get, by the end of the year, she needs to have a grant application in on something, so if you would please, Annette, tell Katie that I have to head out, so. But they're gonna try to move fluidly on that thing so that they can get their application submitted. It's based on a points, and so she needs to get all that taken care of and get it submitted. And so they'll be moving on that, my guess is next week, if they have a forum there today at the Land Preservation Meeting, we didn't have it last time. Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Just briefly, last week I was absent here because I was up in Holland, Michigan for a broadband summit. And heard a lot of great information as it relates to the Michigan's MyHigh office, and which we love the name of, but their grant program called Robin. Funny enough, Ben Feynman was one of the keynote speakers. We worked with Ben and his expertise on our own broadband initiatives. And then Eric Fredericks, who is the executive director right now for the Michigan MyHigh broadband office. So there'll be more information that will come to the BC BIT committee, and then we'll likely roll out to this board on some of the recommendations. And there is a BC BIT meeting today at 12:30. That's my report. Thank you.
I attended the last meeting of the Human Services Council and had good discussion with the nonprofits in county, and really nothing unusual to report.
No report.
No report.
I attended the Michigan Works meeting yesterday, and they talked about some of their, they're going to be doing some studies on their sector strategies and operational effectiveness in the healthcare, hospitality, and I'm looking for, there's one other area that they were going to be looking at. Maybe Mamie will catch that, but yeah. But they're looking at some of those operational strategies and going forward. So, and we got next year's agendas and meeting dates.
I'd like to say thank you to all the veterans, since Veterans Day is tomorrow, across our cities, townships, our state, our country, for their service. And I'm also like to say thank you to all voters in Michigan who took a chance to vote this last Tuesday in important elections for our state and for our county. And that's all my comments I have.
Brownfield has been canceled because of scheduling. And that's all I have to report.
BC BIT, that's all I have for today.
I attended the Michigan Works meeting also. It was a committee, and they were bringing us up to date on the different programs that they have, and more students than they expected. And that's my report.
All right, great. Brian, did you have anything to add?
Just a couple of quick items. I think all of you saw that Paul Jancha was successful in his run for judge. So Paul has run, he's been the chief public defender. Paul has submitted his resignation. He will complete his service with our public defender's office over the coming weeks. And looking like the second week of December, he'll be officially stepping down. I've notified the admin committee. I'm hereby notifying the full board. We have posted the job. So we are seeking our next chief public defender. That is up on the county's website. And then we're in the process of posting with Michigan Association of Counties as well as the Michigan Bar Association. So if you know anyone who wants to work in public defense, send them my way. We'll happily talk to that person. And then we will be taking steps to bring forward a candidate for the interim role while we seek to fill Paul's vacancy. And with sincerity, I've already wished him the best, and I hope to have him come and talk with you all before he moves across the street to a different building. Second point is just wanted to say happy birthday to the county's corporate counsel. And Thaddeus is here. I know he's not feeling great today, but if you get a chance, everybody pat him on the back, wish him a happy birthday. If you didn't notice, there are some decorations.
It's hard to tell. Thank you.
Those are my comments. sir.
Thank you. Well, you know, we did sing happy birthday to him at the 8:35 meeting. I think you were upstairs at the time.
Oh, you want me to sing to him?
Well, not next year you can.
Oh,
Just save it for next year.
Save it for next year.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Yep.
General public comments are now in order. Anything under the sun in 2 minutes or less, name and town, Ma'am.
Hello, I'm Laura Freeling, your Register of Deeds, and I just wanted to make a comment on Senate Bill 1133. So as per state statute, $4 of every applicable recording that the Register of Deeds collects is deposited into the remonumentation program. Current law will reduce that investment in infrastructure from $4 to $2 on January 1st, 2023. So Senate Bill 1133 will amend and extend that sunset to January 1, 2043. So the remonumentation program is the review and replacement of monuments that are throughout the state. These monuments are the foundation, the basic skeletal framework, if you would, of all surveys within the county. It is important to the county. It's important to property owners because every parcel in the county is tied to these monuments. So it's important that the program be completed and that it be maintained. So I did speak with GIS Director Les Winans, who said that Berrien is only about 60% through with a program that started back in the mid-90s. So Senate Bill 1133 will address this. We'll continue that investment in that infrastructure. And I'm definitely for that. And it passed the House unanimously. It's now sitting in the Local Government and Municipal Finance Committee. It's supposed to be reviewed, I believe, tomorrow. I'm not sure because of the holiday, but that was what information I was given. And Representative Brad Paquette sits on that committee. I did reach out to him, let him know that I'm in support of it. I think it's important that you all reach out to him if you have a chance and opportunity, and also in anticipation of it passing through, coming out of committee and going to the floor, I did reach out to Representative Wenzel as well. So I think this is common sense legislation that benefits the citizenry of Berrien County, definitely Berrien County's economy, as well as the state's. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to be heard? Anyone else?
Sir, Hager. I'd like to make a comment on the job posting that you have here. Now, one of the reasons, this is probably the main reason, is about every one of these, they want a degree or at least 2 years or 1 year of experience. And where are these kids going to get when they get out of high school? Where are they going to get experience? Everybody wants them to have a couple of years experience. If you start, what you need to do is to have a program like when I went into teaching. I was student teaching for a whole semester. Didn't get paid, I had to cough up the bucks. And why don't you have something like that, training session for, or some kind of internship for the young people coming in here? Where, I'm saying that they can't get any experience because everybody wants experience. Now, how are you gonna get it if nobody gives it to you? You start out working at McDonald's. Well, that doesn't really count. If you're a animal control advisor or whatever, you have to have some kind of experience. And where's that guy gonna get experience? You go down there, they won't hire you. You go to another county, they won't hire you. So what do you do? You have to, so you got a couple of dogs yourself. That's not enough. That doesn't count. So you need to work on that. I'm not saying you're limited, but you should come up with something, where they can get a little practice, interns or whatever they're called, okay? Then you're gonna get some people applying. You got too many people in here. They need experience and they can't get it because you won't give it to them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peltzer. Anyone else wish to be heard?
Mr. Chair,
Sir.
could I make a comment to the board? As a follow-up to Mr. Peltzer's statements, next week, we have finalized agreements with 6 new employees, 6 new staff that are working at the road department who will be going through the CDL program at the county's expense. 6 new employees with limited experience. Our past practice is that we would require experience plus the commercial driver's license. Sir, I understand your position, and I would respectfully say we are doing that. We have 6 new staff at the road department who we're taking a chance on, who we're investing in, and who have agreed via formal agreement that they will stay with us for 2 years and that their CDL training will be 100% paid for by the road department. Should they choose to leave prior to the completion of that 2 years, they would then have to reimburse the county for that training cost. We are absolutely trying to get creative, and I will fiercely defend our personnel department, who has shown over the past 6 months biting away at that total vacancy rate. 6 months ago, it was 80, today it's 59. We still have some work to do, but they are doing a good job and they are working hard. They are getting creative. They're at trade shows. They're actively recruiting through the college. And I would point to our road department and the 6 people that we are taking a chance on as further evidence of the fact that we are doing a good job. Thank you, board.
Thank you.
Thank you. 20 years ago, Brian was an intern here.
Yep.
By the way.
Right across the hall.
Any other business? Sir.
I just want to update the board on my situation. As you recall, I announced to you folks that I was appointed the Niles Township Supervisor. I was aware that there were probably going to be a conflict that would come up down the road. I just didn't know it was going to come up in the first 2 weeks. So I had to choose one. I either had to step down as the supervisor or I had to step down as a county commissioner. Well, as much as I love all you guys, I stayed here. So I submitted my letter of resignation to the township and they accepted it Monday night. So as of Monday, November the 7th, I'm no longer the township supervisor. I'm just a county commissioner like all the rest of you. So.
Question?
Sir.
You have a question?
Yes. No, it's a question. In the county of Berrien, are you telling us that you were the shortest time-serving superintendent or supervisor in the county from inception?
Commissioner Scott, that was not my intention to go for a record of being the shortest term of supervisor. So I really can't answer your question. I don't know, but I wasn't trying.
Okay. I'm not sure where to go from here.
Well, there's something on your mouth.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see that we're gonna go in closed session?
We're going to, I was just doing other business and then we'll do announcements
Okay.
and reminders. If there's no other business, a reminder, tomorrow is Veterans Day. We are closed in honor of veterans. We're also closed on Thanksgiving and the day after, in honor of Thanksgiving and in honor of Black Friday, I guess. So,
We can go shopping.
yeah, oh my gosh. It's just crazy. Is there any other? Nope, I guess those are the announcements. We will do December soon enough. We have a closed session. Are we doing that on Zoom or how are we doing that? Okay, so it's stated in the agenda why we're going into closed session. I'm not going to read it verbatim because I don't think we need to. We mentioned that we're doing it because of pending litigation under the attorney-client privilege. I'll reference the two relevant statutes. It's MCL 15.243 and MCL 15.268. And the pending litigation is Granger versus County of Ottawa et al. Et al is Latin for a whole bunch of other defendants. Okay?
Mhm.
In Latin, I think it means everybody and their cousin or something like that. So is there a motion? And before I say that, we're not going to do anything else when we come back from closed session. We're not voting on anything. We may have, I think we'll defer on approving any minutes till Sharon gets back, just because she would probably want us to. So if we have any closed session minutes, but we're not going to do anything once we come back. So is there a motion to adjourn this meeting and go into closed session for attorney-client privilege pending litigation? Moved by Volrath. Is there support? Support by Scott. Roll call, please.
Harrison,
Yes.
Hinkleman. Jarrett,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Walrath,
Affirmative.
Warfel,
Yes.
Yarborough,
Yes.
Bell,
Yes.
Curran,
Yes.
Freeling,
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes. All right, we are in closed session. Anyone not essential to this closed session? Thank you for coming and we'll see you next time.
Taking us out again, eh?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Laura, what's your municipality? Thank you.
You're making hard on her.
You're doing fine.
Family influence.
Thanks.
Hey, Charlie, give us just a couple of minutes. We're clearing the room.
I know, that's why.
Oh, I gotta do that. Hold on.
Thank you for telling me.